Why don't we? Can we take a seat and just kind of have the casual vibe?
I'm gonna walk up to you guys. You guys.
Okay. Let's
Let
go.
me at least move this junk out of the way. So.
Actually. Hey guys, what's up? It's Brendan at Heartbreaker Guitars, and we are pre-NAMM. It is day 0. The NAMM show starts tomorrow, NAMM 2020, and we just snuck up on my pal Alastair from Lowden Guitars.
Good to see you.
You too.
Thanks for coming by.
So what do we got here in the background here, Alastair?
We're over here in our newly extended Sheeran by Lowden booth. This year we've doubled in size, more room for people to come by, experience the guitars. We've brought more than we had last year. We've got 16 Sheerans here for you guys to get your hands on this year. And yeah, we've got the full range.
What is added to the range this year versus last year?
We're keeping it steady. There's nothing new. We've got 8 models, 4 Wii, 4S. They're 2 classic Lowden shapes, as played by Ed Sheeran. He always favoured the small body guitars, so that was where we started. So the demand for them went through the roof.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's stick with what we know works.
Yeah.
So we've got the Wii, and they're numbered through 1 through to 4.
Yeah.
The S, 1 through to 4. And the spec level just changes as you go up. You can add things like cutaways, LR bags pickups, soundbox bevels, and each spec set for that model. So if you buy an S1, the spec is very close to that on the Wii one as well, and that goes right through the range.
Yeah. Well, we had to wait a little while for these, but when they finally showed up, they did not disappoint. The fit and finish is phenomenal. The tone, I mean, it was good enough for Ed Sheeran, right?
Right. And at the end of the day, Ed's got his name on the guitar, but so does George Lowden.
Yeah.
And that's a name synonymous with quality, with uncompromising attention to detail.
Yeah.
And this was a whole new ball game for us, that George wanted to put his name on something, but it had to still have that stamp of Lowden quality.
Yeah.
And that's where we wouldn't be happy to put these guitars out unless they're right.
Yeah.
And that's where we got to this year, and we're really proud of what we've got. And we have a great team, great factory, and George is there day in, day out, training, teaching, and overseeing the entire operations.
Yeah. And as you know, many of these companies out there, besides Lowden, Gibson, Martin, everybody, they do lower price point guitars, and what they often do is they ship off production to China or Indonesia or something like that. You guys didn't do that. Tell me why that happened and how you could make it happen and still keep that low price point.
Yeah, we took a look at the market and realized very quickly that nobody had done this before, for the reasons you just said. It's more cost effective typically to take it overseas, but such is the value we put on the quality in our guitars that to keep it in-house, that was worth way more than the saving, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we decided that the company was growing already, and we thought, let's get a new place. So we purchased some land, about a 10-minute drive from our existing workshops. And it had a factory there, we gutted it, and we kitted it out for Sheeran production. So that it's there in its entirety, and then in due course Lowden will move up the road, but for now we're still between the two. And we just wanted to keep it in-house so that we can be there every day.
Right.
Speak to all the team, make sure everyone's on the same page, and keep an eye on that quality as well.
Yeah.
And make sure. And it's not an easy task, but it's been well worth it. We've created jobs for people back home that they come from all walks of life, and now they work for Lowden, they build guitars. But not just that, they can build a career with us. They can start with Sheeran and work their way right through to working over on Lowden guitars. And
Right.
Fully fledged craftsmen of hand-built guitars. So it's an exciting time for us.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys, I think I said our first review, I mean, you guys delivered the goods when all was said and done. I mean, we saw the guitars about a year ago, and they looked great, but when we actually got them in the first delivery, and we got to play them and hold them, you guys definitely hit a home run, there's no doubt. And the customers agreed. I mean, the customers are thrilled with the guitars, and that's the most important thing.
Well, that's great to hear. And we even one customer even flew over to Ireland just to visit us.
Oh yeah.
And he picked up the guitar, took a couple of strums, and he said, "I thought they sounded good at NAMM, but they sound even better now." So I was like, that shows what we've achieved in that space of time between then and the first deliveries last year. But,
yeah. Well, Alastair, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Man.
Day 0
Appreciate
at NAMM. I know you're still setting up and getting ready for tomorrow, the big day, day 1 at NAMM. But look forward to seeing you at the Lowden booth and getting a tour of that booth as well as the Sheeran booth.
we'll see you there.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Cheers,
All
man.
right, guys. It's Brendan from Heartbreaker Guitars signing off from the Sheeran booth, which is right next door to the Lowden booth, checking out the Sheeran models, both the S and the W. This is Alastair from Lowden, and I'm Brendan signing off. See you guys tomorrow.